that a way that we could solve this problem? Help solve some of the parents?
I can't say that probably hasn't come up in the past, but the bottom line is if you have more numbers than you did spots, you still should follow the number assignments. So I was 31, but I found somebody that it was 11 that would switch. I then jumped 10 people who didn't get it, which I personally don't think is fair. You know, I agree with you. It's very difficult. It's becoming more and more more common that kids are attending multiple elementary schools in our district, managing the bus schedules and the arrival and dismissals. I have families coming from the Hood and the Little School this year. And you know, the parents were very nervous at the beginning, but you know, I think once they realized that kids are going to be supervised and they can make it in time, they realized that it wasn't as difficult to manage that schedule. But so I think that's my only concern on that I think it does kind of compromise the system the way it would be set up, although it's very fair and logical.
So I just feel like it's just common sense that we put the kids with their siblings in the same school, especially with parents that have work schedules. In a recession, we're in a small, tight community. These parents are out there supporting on the soccer fields, on the basketball courts, that we can't accommodate a parent and put the two kids together at the same school so that parent can get off to work or get off back to their baby whose neighbor's watching or something. It just doesn't make sense. Like two neighbors that work in the same department at the same company, they take two separate cars at the same time and come back at the same time.
No, that's because they might have two different circumstances.
But-
Yeah, but we're not talking about half day, we're talking about full day.
And they're paying quite a bit of money, you're right,
Yeah,
to add on top of that.
well, no,
It just
I'm
doesn't
not in
make
the same,
sense.
I'm not in the same wavelength. I mean, I personally find that this is acceptable, that's life.
I guess my question is this. I'm fine with continuing the policy as is. However, I'd like to investigate in other words, could we have added a third class at the batch, or did the numbers of the third section at the batch? Or the
Another
numbers
section
didn't
of the
work?
batch isn't going to help you.
It would-
That's where you have
It
the
would
extra.
have been another
six.
section of the
Right.
police.
Or a little.
And you were 6 short, I believe, of the 18.
There were 5, 6 students at the little school and 7 at the Hood, and so that's not enough to run a
And
class.
you can't combine Hood and Little in the sense that we have the same start time, and you have families with siblings, the start times become the variable by yourself. So that's why the batch hubble is the nice solution, because the 15-minute differential in time.
So let me,
Central location.
I don't think there's a consensus here to ask the superintendent to change the way this works. However, I'd like you, I'm sure you've looked at options. I guess, you know, one of the things I'm thinking about is you see, and I'm not asking for this, but you see other towns have systems where one school is K through 2, and I'm not asking to go to that, but could we put kindergarten, and this isn't going to solve the problem, but you put kindergarten at 2 schools and one school doesn't have a K. We do that with the preschool, right? Don't we move the preschool around?
We have the preschool right now at the little school, and we have the enrollment is cut in half. We went from 8
Right, that
students
was a
to
problem,
4.
that's right.
I think that was excessive.
I'm just asking if there are any, because I agree with Michael in one aspect in that. I think it does present a bit of a hardship. But the other thing I'll say is this is, you know, maybe we'll get more complaints moving forward. This is the first time we've heard anything in 7 years, so I don't,
Again, I don't think this is our purview.
but it is if we wanted to recommend.
If we want to institute a policy change, what policy are we changing?
Right,
I
we
don't
don't,
see
there's no
that,
policy for this.
you know, I don't think, to me, this is, what we hire the superintendent to do is to develop procedures that are within our policies. This combines a number of factors, including our legal obligations. So I'm just not seeing this as a school committee issue unless that we think there is something going on that our policies are being misinterpreted. And I don't see where that is.
I think the lottery is fair. I think it does cause hardships. I think there would be an issue if we excluded
That
people
to me
from,
is that is a big issue.
because they don't have sibling, we're excluding them from going to.
Well,
So I
that's
think that
because we
would be a
would
problem.
not be meeting our obligation to provide equal access.
Right.
So that's a different issue. So
So-
anyway, I just don't think we should be discussing, and I'm happy that we're having a discussion to be supportive. I just don't wanna get over-involved in something that I consider to be procedural.
So I'm hearing 3 members basically supporting the policy, 1 member who has a concern, and I guess 2 members who have.
I have concerns.
Concerns about it.
I don't see a way of solving it, other than, again, perhaps trying a volunteer swap kind of a program, if there are enough seats to deal with that. I mean, we have 2 kids that are in the program, swapping locations, would seem like it would be a pretty easy thing to do. If you have one parent who, it happens to be in, say, the Hood district, and they gotta take a kid to the pad, but that's the only kid they have. But they've been assigned to the Hood, and another parent who has other children at the Hood, and now gets assigned to the pad because of lottery circumstance. They could have, if they got together, perhaps they could be friends, and, you know, help the community and help one another in making things work. And in a matter of allowing that to happen, and secondly, try to instigate it, try to assist that to happen. And that would solve the problem. And obviously, if, you know, we didn't have enough spaces altogether, then that would be moot. But if it just means 2 kids swap locations, you could conceivably have solved the problem.
Right. So I don't think we have a consensus to ask the superintendent to change how things are done. Does everybody at least support, and maybe every avenue has been explored, but maybe talking to other districts, how do they deal with this problem, et cetera, that we ask the superintendent and the administrative staff to continue to work on this to see if there are any available options to make it more palatable to students with siblings. I know not for this year because, but if we could continue to look at that and see if there are any.
We can investigate how other school districts are dealing with it. I left a school district where I ran the full day K program, and there was a lottery, and there were no extra spots for the people who didn't get chosen to go to. So when I came here and heard that that option was available, I thought that was better than what I left.
Also, at Triton, the spots were always all full, so if you didn't get in, that was it.
You were half day, or you went to a private kindergarten for a full day program.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I guess that's, we do, I think, somewhat acknowledge concerns, and if we could continue to look at that and see if there is a way to accommodate siblings. And, you know, if there's an issue moving forward, I'm sure we'll hear from parents again, and we may have to find something specific to do to address it.
I just wanna raise my objection. I think this is a problem.
Thank you. Thanks for waiting.
Thank you.
Who's that?
Anybody else want to go before John?
I have no idea where we are on the agenda. But John?
Oh, I know where we are on the agenda. Mr. Bernard's doing his presentation.
Bernard, would you like to come up and
If
tell
you're ready for me,
Yes.
Mr. Webster, I would be happy to. That's like John, he's gonna come over for bear.
Yeah. I just heard a motion to adjourn, John. I don't know if Mr. Bowers, was that you? Every year, John comes to us with a number of new courses. There's a lot of good courses here, so I'll let him present, and then the committee can ask questions and comment, and then take a vote.
Thank you very much. And I'll try to avoid giving you more information than you may want, and maybe then just give you the opportunity to ask